Rohan, and this is Mr. Rausin.
Hello.
And we're going to be talking about Vikings. So, our first question to you is, why are Vikings not afraid of death?
Vikings are taught from when they're born not to fear death because they believe in an afterlife. And they believe that a warrior shouldn't fear death because dying with a sword in your hand will allow you to go to Valhalla, which is their idea of heaven.
So, is it right for Vikings not to fear death or worship violent gods?
Well, that's a difficult question because what one person believes and what another person believes can be very different. So who's correct? Basically, in terms of their religion, it was right for them to die violently and to worship violent gods. And you know what one person's religious beliefs are, and another person's religious beliefs can be different. So it's difficult to say whether it's right or wrong to worship the things they did.
And why do you think Vikings traveled on sea instead of land?
Mainly for speed. When they traveled on ships, it was far quicker if they were able to sail with a good wind to cover long distances and carry heavy goods. Because, of course, don't forget, in those days there were very few roads, and in winter time they might be, what roads were there might have snow and ice on them and be impassable. And then during the summer and the rains come, or after the snows melt, they can just be muddy and impossible to move across. And then also, outside of their own region, it wasn't always easy to access other places by land. And you know, if coming from Scandinavia, for example, if they wanted to come to Britain, the only way of doing it was to sail. But primarily it was for speed and convenience.
Thank you, Mr. Rausin, and goodbye.
I can't stop this feeling deep inside of me. Girl, you just don't realize what you do to me. When you hold me in your arms so tight, you let me know everything's alright. I can't stop this feeling deep inside of me. Girl, you just don't realize